absolute heat. This is insane. Insane. Yes, 31 degrees, 32 degrees. Hang on a second. Let me get my drink so I make sense. All right. Get that. Get that. Oh, and I'll get that. Thanks very much. Don't mind if I do. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, okay. Really need that. That's good. Got myself a beverage. Got myself wired up. Can't talk for long. You know, very busy and all. How are you, Matt? Good to see you. Welcome to another great sweaty learn and burn and learn and oh my God, just misery today. 31 degrees here. I have my little rescued air conditioner, which I got from my garbage picking, and that seems to be keeping things at a somewhat bearable temperature. But holy crap, is it hot here! Rebecca, hello. Janelle, hello. Janelle, I got to get back to you about a cup. Yes, I will. Matt, of course, we said hello to Matt. Rebecca, Brave Dove. Oh, what a brave dove. Caliber Pictures, hello, Caliber Pictures. Mandy, how are you? Ara De Dawn, good evening to you. David Sams, I'm still up for talking you through your roof. So we go metal detecting, we go roof shopping. You got your shirt and mug from your website. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, good, because I've had a few issues, but I think it's thing. Jesus, that's some sweat, brother. No kidding, Wayne Taylor. This is me. This is the unfiltered, tortured soul that used to be on Stargate. Yeah, I'm miserable, absolutely miserable. I hate exercise. I hate it. Look what it does to me. It turns me into a horrible, jelly, sweaty blob. But I've earned my sandwich. I can't talk for long today because my son is off school today. It's his last day. That's it. We're done. He's done with grade 11, and so I said, get out there, order us a couple of fantastic sandwiches from our local deli, and we'll eat those and watch a football match. And quite excited about it, to be honest. Although I'm also very excited about Unreal Engine. So this is the Burn and Learn. This is my bid to stay alive and fit long enough to enjoy my retirement years with my fabulous wife Jane and my wonderful son Sebastian and my wretched dog, who will not come into the AC, would much rather dig a hole and sit in it outside for some reason, because she's a dog running cat software. I hate exercise so much. I like to learn something while I'm doing it. What I'm learning right now is something that I think anyone who has any interest in filmmaking or gaming probably already knows about to some extent, but maybe not so much the filmmaking side of stuff. And I'm also very interested in its educational potential as well, is the Unreal Engine. It's just the gaming engine that they use for things like Fortnite, not Fortnite, David. You can tell I'm hungry. I know I want a fork so I can eat my sandwich. Yes, Fortnite and a bunch of other stuff, obviously, but they have this just amazing platform for developing stuff. So I've gone through a whole bunch of tutorials on the basics of things like laying out a scene and putting out in landscape and foliage or foliage, as my instructor calls it. It's just a wonderful, it is wonderful is the wrong word. It's freaking epic. It's made by Epic. It is freaking epic. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun to play with. I'm dying to figure out metahumans, because then I can sort of try to see if I can teach these things how to act, and or maybe they'll teach me how to act. It's possible too. But today, and then so while I was away, I popped back into town for a few days so I could spend it with the family. Missed all the good parties in Newfoundland, as it sounds like. I missed the karaoke. I missed all sorts of stuff. This show, St. Pierre, is just a treat. It's lovely. It's kind of Canada's answer to Death in Paradise or Murder in Paradise, whatever that wonderful British show was. It's just really fun. A little bit of an edge, but not too much of an edge, and just some wonderful characters, and obviously just some absolutely, oh God, I love that crew. It's like the best crew on the planet, and I love the cast, and it was just, oh my God, it's just a big love fest. It's kind of pathetic. Never have you seen Hewlett smile so much as you saw me smiling out there in Newfoundland. I was looking at properties, trying to convince Jane and Baz to come move with me to Newfoundland, and she said, well, when I leave you, you can have half of everything, and you can take that half and buy a house in Newfoundland. I'm not going to go for that right now. So a lot of the tutorials I was watching while I was there, because I took tuck down, I'd find myself a nice little coffee shop or a place where they had good crab cakes or whatever, and I'd tuck into a corner with my iPad and I'd go through these tutorials. So I've done a bunch of tutorials on some basic 3D building stuff, some, as I said, landscaping stuff, and then a little, only just touched on the camera stuff because I'm fascinated by that. You can literally put cameras into these scenes, give them the lenses you want, make them look exactly the way you want, basically cinematic quality, certainly. And I thought, wow, wait a second, this could be fun. Is like, how do I've been playing with some AI image stuff. Well, is there a way I could start playing with some AI stuff and then and helping that to facilitate building potentially maybe little demo reels for a film that you want to do, or like a trailer for a movie that you haven't made yet, or you're going to a pitch session. Maybe there's a way we could come up with some cool pitch stuff. I've got friends who are real estate agents. Maybe I could play with some cinematics of houses and show them what they can do. Like those Property Brothers and stuff, which I've always loved. I've been watching a lot of HGTV as well. But today I've started looking into what is it called? What do they call it? Niagara or Nagra? I'm not sure if it's called Niagara or Nagra. It's their particle effects system. And a particle effects basically is it's a programmatic way of spitting things out into the 3D world. So it simulates fluids and gases and flames. And so right now I'm just going through a tutorial that's teaching you how to make a flamethrower. I don't know why I need a flamethrower, but I just think it's a neat way to learn about it. You learn about this emitter that emits basically dots, like a little fountain. And then you change the gravity on it. In this case, actually turn the gravity off so that the particles just sort of continue. And then you change the shape of those particles by running them through another system, which converts particles into heat and smoke, basically. So it takes the input from an emitter and turns it into this sort of more organic. It's absolutely startling. I can't. Oh my God! I wish I was 50, literally 50 years younger, and that I was 16 years old, and I was starting all over again, and I would just live in this amazing world of that you can build yourself. I mean, you can get a few kids together in a basement, and you can make a movie because you've got enough people working on different things, and there's so many pieces that are available for this thing. Anyway, so I highly recommend checking out some of that Unreal Engine stuff. It's Epic. It's available at Epic Games website. It's all free. I'm really enjoying the guy, the School of Motions. Winbush is the guy who teaches there, and he's got a bunch of stuff. If you want to check him out on YouTube first, and then if you want to take the plunge, he's got a course on School of Motion, which is basically aimed at people who are already in the visual effects world or the 3D world. They just want to get into it from a filmmaker standpoint. So really great stuff, and he's got some really good tips. Everyone has. What I love about the tutorials is you can listen to the same tutorial. You can listen to a tutorial about how to start with Epic Games like 5, 6, 50 times and always learn something new in the process. So I like to run through a simple one to start that's like a general overview, and for that I got to say I really enjoyed Unreal Sensei for that. And then I went in and started picking out specifics that I needed. There was a blueprint one by, I think it was Ask a Dev, and I'll have to get a list and post them all. But anyway, just it's an amazing thing, and I cannot wait to see what kind of films are going to get made out of this. Maybe not by me, but by someone. I just want to understand this stuff because I feel like I like my granddad before me, who always used to rent all of his electronics because he wanted to stay up to date. He would get new like stereos and stuff all the time. I just feel like I really want to know what's going on, and also my son has expressed an interest, at least a vague interest in game design and the programming side of it. And I thought, well, I should probably, if I can help or get in the way somehow, that'd be great. But as I say, he's out of grade 11 now. He's done. Like, what the hell? Kid's already more educated than I ever was. What do we got? Finally got around to watching the last SG1 episode. Only took almost 20 years. Jesus. Well done, Brave Dove. Sorry it was the last one. Maybe it won't be. Who knows? I actually watched Atlantis before SG1. Really? Well, very good. Oh, I see. Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, so you finally got to the end of SG1, having plowed through all of Atlantis as well. I got you. All right. Currently 20 Celsius in Wiltshire, UK. Wow. Okay, so that's a nice day. We're 31 or 32 now, I think. Jessica's saying hi to everyone. Hello, Jessica. Rebel Time Lady. Good afternoon, David. From down the highway, this heat is the worst, is it not? This is the problem though with us Canadians. It's too frickin' cold. It's too frickin' hot. It's never just right. There's never a Goldilocks for us. Again, I have convinced my wife finally to actually use air conditioning. Like for years, she would not use AC. She just didn't like it, didn't like the feel of it. And I said to her, and I kept saying to her, like, you're in Canada now. The heat you get in Toronto and the humidity you get in Toronto is just unbearable. Here she is right now.
Lunch is here.
Oh my God, lunch has arrived. Thank you so much, baby. I see Baz got out of getting me the sandwich by having Jane pick it up on her way home. Well done, son. Grade 11 learning, I guess. I watched a football game today. Watched a little bit of football with my son. We watched Turkey versus Georgia. And oh my God, I think that may have been one of my favorite games to watch. It was extraordinary. I mean, the assumption was that Georgia was just going to get, wiped off the face of soccer because they're the lowest ranked team, I believe. But man, did they put up a fight, and I was really rooting for them by the end there. I mean, Turkey got it eventually, but which was, I guess, ruins the surprise. But still, it was fantastic game. Okay, so my sandwich is here. I should go and join my family on their first day of freedom. Well, Baz's first day of freedom. Good afternoon, John. I'm just gonna say hi to some people. Hello, Beth. Good afternoon, John. Yeah, I really am a sweaty. I told you this ain't pretty. I don't know why you're here. It says more about you guys than me. I just pop these things on to make myself feel guilty if I don't do it. I have been very good though. Today I did 34 minutes today, but I was going at a really good clip. And I'm telling you, the magic here, the key here is what you're doing when you're exercising. And if you're not, and you're exercising your brain at the same time, it's fantastic. I mean, these tutorials are just, the time just blows by. It's like having a kid. All of a sudden, years just fly by. Love Unfiltered David. Well, you got him. My daughter Elsa graduated primary school yesterday. It was very emotional. How do these kids grow up so fast? Brave Dove, don't even start on me. That kid is talking about leaving. I'm like, you're not leaving. I'm like, I just always wanted to go to university. I'm going to go to university with you. I don't want him to go. Congrats to my son. Thank you, Tina. How hot is it in Canada? 31 degrees. Yeah. And for those of you who aren't on the metric system, then for God's sake, move into the future and get in the metric system. If the mutual misery helps, I'm stuck on a train for another 2 hours. It's kind of like, all right, Adon, I kind of like trains, I gotta say. So I flew home last night from Newfoundland, isn't it grand? And there were no fish cakes at the airport, so I kind of failed. I thought I'd pick up like some of those like frozen fish cakes, and some real nice no, there were none. So I flew back, got back fairly late last night, but I don't want to take a car. I don't want to get stuck in traffic. I don't want to deal with highways, and I got on the train, and the train takes you down to, was it Dundas West, and then I just take it straight across to me, and it's just, oh my God, I love the train system. I mean, there's some pretty crazy people there, but there's pretty crazy people everywhere. Some pretty crazy people in Newfoundland as well, I got to say. Although they are real characters, I got to say. And then I start my next show on Friday, which is crazy. I'm actually doing a number of episodes of a show. So on Friday, I shoot like 3 episodes of a show all in one day. I just shoot my scenes for these 3 shows, which is great. Good way to that's a great way to earn a living. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's one of my an old friend from Stargate, basically. One of the writers from Stargate has got a new show, and I shouldn't say from Stargate. I guess was he on for? I wasn't. He certainly did a bunch of episodes on Stargate, and I've worked with him before, and just a lovely guy. And the scripts are just really sweet, really, really sweet. I can't say what they are because I'll get in trouble, but it's it's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a couple of friends that are involved already, so I'm very excited about it. It's actually not too hot in southern Spain, only 22 or 23 degrees. Oh, that's nice. I'm so glad for you. Hello, Jack Jasper. How the heck are you? I wore my Iron Ham shirt the other day. I was going through security in Newfoundland, and the guy said, "Hey, I like your shirt." And I was like, "Oh, it's Iron Ham. It's my son's gaming name, and my friend Jack made it." Yeah, so people still talking about that logo, Jack. Jessica, in our part of Ontario, it's 31, 32. But the humidity make you feel more like 42 degrees. Is that what it is? Is that why it's so miserable? Okay, I've got to go. Speaking of 42, Fortnite, yay! Time lady, tomorrow it's 113. Jeez, what? No, that's insane. Fortnite time was good. Oh, I did enjoy our Fortnite time. Well, so Jack, play with Unreal Engine. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. Elsa loves Fortnite and Minecraft. Of course she does, because she's a nerd like us. No, Fortnite and Minecraft still, the kids still seem to go through both of them. Baz still gets on Fortnite with his friends every so often. He's doing a bit more Overwatch of late. I worked with Baptiste. One of the guys I worked with on the show I just did in Newfoundland is the voice of Baptiste. So I got a photo with him. I was kind of geeking out a little bit. Because my son and I remember when But was it during the pandemic? It might have been during the pandemic. But this new character was introduced, and it was Baptiste, and my son and I bonded out over that a bit. And I was telling him that, but a lovely guy does that. Mad Mouse, Furry Road. That's right, Wayne Taylor. That's what I'm working on. Well, sort of. That's one of the reasons why I kind of want to play with Unreal Engine. I think it'd be kind of neat if I could get it. Imagine if you could get a couple of mice models in there, maybe a kangaroo model, and sort of mock them up a little bit and do like really be able to have a bit more control over a trailer for Furry Road. Mad Mouse, Furry Road. I mean, you can check the social media for the one I did with AI. But again, that was just it was just an experiment. So I want to do some experimenting with Unreal Engine as well. And now that I got a flamethrower, so maybe there's a guy with a guitar on the front of a car coming up at some point. Who knows? Miserable New Hampshire. Ugh. 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, I'd go metric, but that's just me. No walking my hairy beast of a Tibetan mastiff. Yeah, I walked our dog today, but not for very long and on as much grass as possible. I felt like the asphalt would be too hot for her. So, all right, I get out of here. Greasy Joe, it's me. I meant to go to Canada for my honeymoon. Oh, I ended up having a baby instead. Oh, never made it across the pond. Oh no, brave tough. We haven't had our honeymoon yet either. I don't think. I think I owe Jane a honeymoon on Friday actually. Friday is our. Was it 16th, 17th? I don't even know what it is, but it's a anniversary coming up. All right, I got to go. Speaking of that, or I'm going to lose my wife. Found out I was pregnant the night before the wedding. 14 years later, now have four little reproductions with hubby. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, we're never making it to Canada now anytime soon. Come on, you'll get to Canada. I'm sure you will. All right, I got to run. I'm sorry, I'm missing. Oh my God, there's so many things in there. I'm so sorry. Cal, how are you, Cal? I miss you. Got to see Cal. What is going on? I've personally had way more succession with AI using original JSON scripting. Joel, I use AI for Python, and it's great. It's fantastic. And I actually recommended it to my son for his coding classes as well, because I was like, look, dude, this is the way they're going to be coding in the future. It's just like a really advanced autocomplete, and as long as you get it to, I have it spit out comments saying what each line of code means, so he's learning as well. It's not cheating, as long as you know what you're doing, as long as you can replicate it yourself, as long as it's locking into your brain. I don't care how you do it. And in fact, it's going to introduce you to things that you need as you go along, and it's just a great way to learn. The best way to learn programming was always just cutting and pasting. You always took stuff from a little bit of there, a little bit of there, and cut it all together and try to figure out how to make it work. And I just think AI is fantastic for that. I call it's rubber ducking. It's great for rubber ducking. You can run your code by it and see what it says and what it suggests, and it's just great. Loved your AI generated Mad Mouse. Oh, good, AP. Well, as I say, I'm hoping to play with that a bit more. Maybe I'll do some merch, Mad Mouse merch. Ooh, I like that, Mad Mouse merch. Oh, that's very good. Okay, Happy Human Hewlett, looking very burned. Yes, I've done the burn and learn, Randy. There is no magic to this. There is only pain. All right, OI T-shirt. My reminder. Thank you very much, S. Welch. You're right. That's a good point. I'm going to go eat my sandwich and hang out with my fabulous family. In the meantime, be brave, be kind, be brilliant, and and shower. Jesus, Hewlett, what are you doing? This is, where are they now? He's on YouTube sweating and making an idiot of himself. All right, talk to you soon. Cheerio, huzzah, bye. All right, I'm out of here.